Okay. Good morning, classic. So you see, already we have started the similar geometric figure where we talked about that the two figures are similar, especially the two polygons. In geometrical, two polygons are similar when their angles are equal and the sides are proportional. So this is the difference we are getting with the congruence of triangle. In congruence of triangle, what we are getting that the angles are equal and the sides are also equal. But in similarity, always remember, angles are equal, but the sides are proportional. The difference is that one. That is why all congruent figures are similar, but all similar figures are not congruent. So in detail, the previous video already you got, where in detail everything has been discussed. Along with that, we talk about the BPT or the test theorem. Basic proportionality theorem or the test theorem already discussed. Then if a line is parallel to a side of a triangle, then it divides the other two sides in the same proportion. Now here we will be talking about the converse of BPT. Converse of BPT. Converse of BPT means just what the BPT says, tar ulta do. Ulta the BPT rival. This is here in your book only. Page number 179. Theorem 2. I am just reading it out from what you have got in the book. If a straight line divides the two sides of a triangle in the same proportion, then it is parallel to the third side of the triangle. BPT কোয়া হয়েছিল যে if in a triangle, if one side is parallel to the other side of a triangle, then it divides the other two sides in the same proportion. That means if PQ parallel to BC, then it divides AB and AC in the same proportion. But AP by PB equal to AP by QC. But here in the converse of question, that if a straight line divides the two sides of the triangle in the same proportion, then it is parallel to the third side. That means, यहाँ हमारा given part को होते हैं, AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. यहाँ हमारा given. This is our given. That is triangle ABC, AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. Then we have to show that PQ parallel to BC. I mean to show proof. This is the converse. BPT is called if PQ parallel to BC, so that AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. The converse to says that if AP by PB, if a line divides the other two sides in the same proportion, then it is parallel to the third side. So this is easy only, like the BPT, this converse is also easy. But what this thing is that we have to do everything from this triangle only. So triangle ABC is given. P and Q are two points on AB and AC. PQ is joined such that AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. You have to show that PQ parallel to BC. Now we are going to prove that PQ parallel to BC. What we are going to show, how we are going to start is that let us suppose PQ not parallel to BC. Let us suppose this is PQ not parallel to BC. We have to show that PQ parallel to BC. Actually, let us suppose PQ not parallel to BC. যদি PQ not parallel to BC হয়, তেনেহলে if we go by the BPT, যদি আমি BPT দি যাম, তেনেহলে কি BPT কি কৈছে যে it must be parallel to another line. That means there is a point, suppose there is a point R, and such that PR parallel to BC. যদি a PQ parallel to BC নহয়, তেনেহলে there must be a point R such that PR parallel to BC. Am I right? If we go to the BPT, then point R is there such that PR parallel to BC. There is a point R. Now, if PR parallel to BC, what BPT says? BPT says, if a line is parallel to the side of a triangle, it divides the other two sides in the same proportion. That means F for BPT, if we are parallel to BC, triangle ABC, then only AP by PB equal to AR by RC. যদি PR parallel to BC হয় by BPT, AP by PB equal to AR by RC. Fine. What is the interestingly? Already we have been given AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. Already I was here. So we are given AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. Now if you compare these two, what you got just now, and this is given to us, we given condition we can change to your already given. Wait a minute, this is given to you. Now with the help of this, you proceed. So what we have done, we have taken a point R, and we suppose that this PQ not parallel to BC, definitely there should be a line which is parallel to BC. We suppose that R is a point, and we are parallel to BC, then all equal, and if we compare these two, then we key the correct. Here we got AR by RC equal to AQ by QC. Am I right? Yes or no? AQ by QC. Then, if you have we have to show PQ parallel to BC. That means, যদি PQ parallel to BC show কৰিবলৈ হয়, then what we are going to show, যে আমি যে assume কৰিছো, what we have assumed that R is a point other than this Q, we have to show that these 2 points are not defined, but they are the same point. Q আৰু R বেলেগ point হ'ব নালাগে. Q and R must be the same point. কিন্তু show কৰিম how we are going to show. See, from this, what we are getting, that AR by RC is equal to AQ by QC. Now you see, if you remember the bisector of a line segment, that to me key particular, that from this we can write what we can write. AC by RC is equal to AC by QC. If I write directly, then you will understand or not? Hopefully you understand it. কারণ এই bisector of a line segment, এটা মোৰ মনত পৰিছে। কারণ মইও আছিলে, হিৰণ্ময় ছাৰো আছিলে। এতিয়া ডিসকাশন কৰিছো, কিন্তু কোনজনে ডিসকাস কৰিছো মই পাহৰিলো। যেনেকৈ এতিয়া আজি মইও আছো আৰু মোৰ পিছত হিৰণ্ময় ছাৰো আহিব। I think হিৰণ্ময় ছাৰে ডিসকাস কৰিছিলে। So ইয়াৰ পৰা এইটো পালো। So what I am doing, মই ইয়াত লিখি দিয়া নাই নেকি? তোমালোকে নিজে লিখিব লাগিব। ইয়াৰ আগৰ যোনটো বিপিটিটোত একদম হিৰণ্ময় ছাৰে ধুনীয়াকৈ তাত চব লেখা আছে। ইয়াৰ যিহে চল যে কেনেকৈ লিখিব লাগিব। সব বস্তু যদি আমি লিখি দিওঁ, তেনেহ'লে তোমালোকে কেনেকৈ লিখিবা? কথাটো গম পাবা? চ' সেইকাৰণে ইউ ট্ৰাই ইট বাই ইয়ৰ চেল্ফ, যে এইটো মই ইয়াৰ পিছত ইয়াক কেনেকৈ পাৰোঁ। ফাইন, এতিয়া তুমি চোৱা, AC আৰু AC যদি গুচি যায়, তেনেহ'লে ইয়াৰ পৰা মই পালোঁ RC equal to QC. Okay? Look at the board. RC is this one, QC is this one. আৰু RC আৰু QC equal বুলি কৈছে। That means what? Q আৰু R একেটা পইণ্টে হ'ব লাগিব। যদি RC equal to QC হয়, that means Q and R must be the same point. Am I right? So, therefore, Q and R must be the same point if RC is equal to QC. Okay? That means what? R is equal to equal Q, that means Q and R is the same point. Jodi Q and R same point hoy, then what I have said? I said PQ not parallel to DC. Our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is not correct. Therefore, our assumption is correct not, then only if assumption correct about, therefore PQ parallel to BC because Q and R is the same point. Okay. So you see, recollecting and what we have discussed, that in a triangle ABC, PQ divides AB and AC in the same proportion. That means AB by PB equals AQ by QC. We have to show that PQ parallel to PC. Okay? We have supposed that there is a point, let us suppose PQ not parallel to BC, so there is a point R, such that PR parallel to BC. So the PR parallel to BC by BPT, AP by PB equals to AR by RC. But it is given to us that AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. From comparing these two, we got AR by RC is equal to AQ by QC. And from this, we got AC by RC equal to AC by QC. If you AC is removed, then we got RC equal to QC, which means R and Q is the same point. If R and Q is the same point, that means what we have assumed here, PQ not parallel to DC, that assumption is wrong. So, if the assumption wrong, that means PQ parallel to DC. Fine? K2 is one program. This is complicated. खाली तुम्हारे में दुनिया के साथ लेके बोलो ठीक है यार सब आगे का है वो जे यार सब तुम्हारे किताबों से आगे का स्वा theorem 3 किया से if the altitude of two triangles are equal, then their areas are in the ratio of their bases. Theorem 3. Theorem 3. In the altitude of two triangles are equal, so that the ratio of the area are in the ratio of the bases. Okay. Before that, you have to know about the altitude. Altitude of because class 7 of peninsular steep dance recollecting what we have done in class 7. Altitude is what? Altitude is a line drawn from the vertex and is perpendicular to the opposite side. Line drawn from the vertex and is perpendicular to the opposite side. Opposite side is perpendicular. So in a triangle, you will be getting three altitudes. Okay. If the altitude of two triangles are equal, so that means we mark that two triangles. So this is one triangle and this is another triangle. Let us suppose this is ABC and this is PQR, right? Or let us suppose this is altitude AD or it is altitude CA. So altitude is 90 degrees, it was 90 degrees. What they are saying? They are saying that the altitude of two triangles are equal. They are saying given AD equal to PN. Altitude of two triangles are equal. So that ratio of their area are in the ratio of their bases. So you have to show area triangle ABC, area triangle ABC by area triangle PQR equal to BC by QR. It would be so good like. Easy হয় একদমই okay. Area of a triangle equal to half into base into height. ठीक है? So here in this triangle, this is the height, and in this triangle, this is the height. Obviously, this is the height. In this triangle, base is your Q1. In this triangle, base is your BC. Now see, area of triangle ABC is equal to half into base into height, and area of triangle PQR equal to half into base into height. Now you have to find the ratio of the area. Therefore, area ABC by area PQR is equal to half into BC into AD by half into QR into, just look into it. Here I can write half into QR into AD. I can write AD because you see this is given to us. Here areas are equal. Is AD equal to PM. So here I am writing AD. Fine. If you are going for AD cancel, half of cancel, it is 30 to BC by QR. Now what we are getting? That is area of ABC by area of PQR is equal to BC by QR. This is what we are asking you to find it out. That the areas of the two triangles are in the ratio of their bases. Buji palane? Okay, this is about theorem 3. Next tomorrow aru eta theorem ase. Hey theorem 2 Yarma sahib kole mo jehetu moi kom apun nokobo by time etia hetu yarma sahib kobo je so that the line joining the midpoints of the side of a triangle is parallel to and half of the third side. So that more question likhi dibo so that the line joining the midpoint of the sides of a triangle is parallel to and half of the side. ठीक है? ओके. सारे के बुझाओ.
Good morning, students. So, this is known as midpoint theorem. What is written here shows that the line joining the midpoints of the sides of the triangle is parallel to and half of the third side. This is known as midpoint theorem. I am writing here, you can write midpoint theorem. This is named as like that. Midpoint. Okay. Now, so how to do this one? We have learned the PPT. Obviously, we can use this PPT also. And also, we already know about the congruency of the triangle. Isn't it? In earlier classes, we have studied about the congruency of triangles and all. So, it is a combination of BCD as well as the congruency of the triangle is applied here. So, as per the question, let us take one triangle first. Say this is the triangle I am drawing. Name as A, B, C. Okay. Now you say that show that the line segment joining the midpoint of the sides, of the two sides actually, of the two sides of a triangle. So I am using these two sides AB and AC. Now the midpoints of AB is say P and this one is say Q. So if I join these two midpoints, we got the line segment P. So as per the question, this PQ is parallel to the third side. What is the third side? BC. Parallel to BC as well as this PQ in measure, it is half of this third side BC. So two things we have to show. One is parallel to BC, another one half of BC. Okay? So for this one, you have to write the restatement. What is this statement? What we have taken that one only. Let ABC be the triangle. P and Q are the midpoint of AB and AC. This much only. Then which one to prove? What is to be proved? This PQ parallel to BC and PQ equal to half BC. So this is restatement and required to prove. Okay. Now to prove this one, we need to do one construction. Because two things we have to show, parallelism as well as half of BC. Parallelism we can do by converse of BC. For that one we do not require any construction. But for this part we need to do the construction. So what is that construction? Through Q, a line parallel to AB. Through Q, a line parallel to AB is drawn, which means BC at R. So this is construction. So I am not writing, I am telling you right down. Construction through Q, a line parallel to the AB is drawn, which meets BC at R. Okay? Understand? So this is the three. So we have written restatement equal to proof and construction. Now coming to the proof. Now I am coming to the proof. I am wrapping this part because I need space. So now for proof. So as I said, two things we are going to apply, that is converse of BPT as well as the congruency. So first we will apply the BPD. How we will apply? So prove. Since P is the midpoint of AB, therefore AP equal to PB, isn't it? These two parts equal. So when these two parts equal, so we can say AP by PB is equal to 1. Correct? Similarly, Q is the midpoint of AC. So same way we can write Q is the midpoint of AC. So therefore AQ equal to QC, and from there we will write AQ by QC equal to 1. Now if we see these two ratios, we can see that both the ratios are equal or not. So if we mark this one as 1 and this one as 2, so from 1 and 2 we can write, what we can write? AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. Correct? Now in triangle ABC, when you are getting AP by PB equal to AQ by QC, just now you got the theorem. Will understand as explained, that is the converse of BPT. That if a line divides the two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then it is parallel to the third side. So now this side PQ dividing the two sides AB and AC in the same ratio, isn't it? Right? So we can write like that. So by converse of BPT in triangle ABC, we get PQ parallel BC. Okay? So two parts we have to prove. One is parallel to third side, that is parallel to BC. So this is how the first part we can do. Now for second part. So as I said, for second part we have done this construction. So now here we are going to apply the congruency. Now, before congruency, what I am telling you, see, we have already proved PQ parallel to BC. Already proved, is it? So we can say PQ parallel to BR, because BR is a part of BC. There, okay? Also, by construction, QR is parallel to AB. So therefore, we can write QR parallel to PB. This part. Now you see, in this quadrilateral PBRQ, this PQ parallel to BR and QR parallel to BP. So opposite sides of the quadrilateral are parallel, then what type of parallel quadrilateral it is? Definitely parallelogram. Correct? So when it is a parallelogram, so from these two we can write therefore PBRQ is a parallelogram. So when it is a parallelogram, Therefore, opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. So we can say, therefore, PQ equal to BR. Okay? So this one we can mark as, because we are continuing the sum, so what number is coming, accordingly you give that number. Okay? चलो 3 आता है सबको 3. Okay? Now PQ equal to BR, these two we have proved. This one equal to this one. Clear? Okay. Now we will come to the congruency. Which two triangles congruency we will show? This one and this one. This one and this one. So in triangle APQ and triangle QRC, what we have? Angle PAQ equal to angle RQC, corresponding angle. Corresponding angle, because already by construction this one parallel to this one, so here this angle and this angle are corresponding. Okay? Next, AQ equal to QC, since Q is the midpoint. Q is the midpoint. So this one equal to this one. And third, angle AQP equal to angle QCR. This one also corresponding, because this line and this line already parallel we have shown. So this angle and this angle are corresponding angles. So this is also corresponding angles. So what criteria we are getting now here for the congruency? Yes, angle by angle. Therefore, triangle APQ congruent triangle QRC, angle by angle criteria. So from that congruency one we can write as a rigidity. Therefore, PQ equal to RC, CBC. So this one we can mark as 4. Now earlier we have marked 3. In 3, but we have marked PQ equal to BR. And now in 4 we are marking PQ equal to RC. So now adding 3 and 4. Now adding 3 and 4, we get PQ plus PQ equal to BR plus RC. We get this one. Now PQ plus PQ, what? Twice PQ equal to BR plus RC, BC. So that implies PQ equal to half BC. So this is the second part. Understand? So this is known as midpoint theorem. This is a very important theorem, and in many sums we use this theorem to establish the other relationship, to prove the other thing. Okay? So this is all about midpoint theorem. Now this question is given as an example. It is not given in your book as a theorem. This question is given as an example, and this is given as example 6. Example 6, page number 180 to 183. Okay, but this is midpoint theorem. So we have to do like that only. Understand? Okay. So now let us do some examples. Let us discuss some examples so that you can do the exercise. So, example, already one is discussed as a theorem. So now let us discuss example 1, page number 180. This one orally I am discussing because it is a simple thing. You can easily do it. Okay. In triangle ABC PQ parallel BC, number 1, if AB equal to 4, AP equal to 2, AC equal to 6, then find AQ. So here directly we have to use the BPT. That is triangle ABC given. A, B, C and PQ parallel to BC given. Correct? Now the measures are given. Measures given AB 4, then AP 2, then AC 6, AQ we have to find. Isn't it? So, since how you do solution? Now, what is given and what is to be find? That is given and required to find. These two you have to write. Always follow the format when you do the symmetry. So, when you are finding here you write solution, when you are proving something here you write proof. Understand? So solution, since, so you can start like that, given that in triangle ABC, PQ parallel BC. So therefore, AP by AB equal to AQ by AC. That is by BPT we can write BPT. Right? Now all that what are the measures that we can place it here? Like this one AP 2, 4, this one AQ and 6. Then easily you can do it cancellation 2. 3, 1, so cross multiplication AQ equal to 3 coming. So this is simple thing. Okay? The second one is also measure given, PB given, QC given, AQ given. You have to find AP. Okay. If you go through the example, you can do it. Next, example 2. Example 2, in the diagram nearby QPRL is a quadrilateral, O is a point on it, A is a point on OP, AB parallel PR, BC parallel RL and CD parallel LQ. Joining AD, show that AD parallel PQ. Okay. So this is simply 4 triangles you will get. In 4 triangles you have to use the BPT. And at last the converter BPT. 3 triangles BPT. this is a quadrilateral, they are telling. Okay. This is a point. This is joined like that. This is not diagonal, huh? Just a point inside. So, PQRL. PQRL. O, A, B, C, D. This one is O. The A is the point on OP. This one parallel is A, B. This one parallel this one, B. C. This one parallel this one, D. So now you see these three parallel already given. This one parallel this one, this one parallel this one, this one parallel this one. We have to show this is the 4 point. AD is parallel to PQ. This is what we have to prove. Now we concentrate on this triangle. In triangle OPR. In triangle OPR, AB parallel PR. So if you apply the BPD here, what you will get? OA by AP equal to OB by BR. This is number 1. Here in this triangle, if you apply the BPD, take this one parallel this one, you will get OB by BR equal to OC by CL, that is number 2. Right? Now from 1 and 2, what you will get? From 1 and 2, what you will get? This ratio is common. So these two equal, you say from 1 and 2 you are getting OA by AP equal to OC by CL. You will get this one, you can mark as 3. Isn't it? Okay. Now come to this triangle. In triangle OLQ, DC or CD parallel LQ. So when these two are parallel, then apply the BPD here. What you will get? OC by CL equal to OD by DQ. This is number 4. Again you compare 3 and 4. So from 3 and 4, this OC by CL ratio is 3. Then from 3 and 4 you can write OA by AP equal to OD by DQ. So when you are writing OA by AP equal to OD by DQ, so convert to BPD, you are getting AD parallel PQ in triangle OPQ. Isn't it? So this is how we can prove it. Understand? Now example 4. Show that the diagonals of a trapezium. So these 4, 5 you go through. I think hopefully you can do it. Okay. And next class, if you find any problem, next class we will discuss. Understand? Okay. Bye bye.